Word Business Practice is a production of Idea Capital Associates, expanding the topical issues of business, management, and governance from God's Word in order to propel positive actions for startups, growth, and sustainability in our marketplace. It is actually insights of the Spirit to explain physical things, mending the broken walls of business. Welcome to the Word Business Practice channel. This is the concluding production of branding in the marketplace. In the beginning part of this production, we looked at the fundamentals of branding in the marketplace as explored by John chapter 1, 19 to 23, King James Version. In just a short recap, verse 19, and this is the record of John when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, "What thou?" Branding is the process of creating customers and sustaining them through positive perceptions that make them uniquely connected to you. As such, taking you to the market you didn't even know exists. Your brand takes the totality of the 4 P's of marketing. And these 4 P's are product, price, place, and promotion to each customer. We concluded with practical assignments for you to provide answers and share your answers with me directly on Dulukade at ideacapital.com.ng. Kindly click the link below for the beginning part of branding in the marketplace and access the practical assignments. Subscribe to this YouTube channel to get more at the instance of new production. Also like, comment, and share with your loved ones to spread these new narratives for startups, for growth, and for sustainability. Up in and let's take a ride to the concluding part of branding in the marketplace. In this concluding part, we'll be looking at characteristics of brand in the marketplace. Your brand with the 4 P's of marketing, the 4 P's that we earlier mentioned: price, product, place, and promotion, must possess certain characteristics. The first one, clarity. Who are you? That was the same question that was posed to John. Who are you is a question of clarity. Verse 23, he said, "I am the voice of the one crying in the wilderness. Make straight the way of the Lord, as said by the prophets." I am the voice of the one crying in the wilderness. In clarity, what you cannot profess distinctly cannot produce for that profession. Your vision, mission, and corporate objective must be undisputably clear for positive perceptions in the minds of all stakeholders. Even Jesus had to ask, "Who do you say I am?" And Peter said, "You are the Son of the living God." Your brand symbols, signs, and sound must be clear and certain. Mind you, if the trumpet does not make a clear sound, nobody prepares for war. So what we're saying in essence is that if your organization symbols, signs, and sounds are not certain, no brand perception will be created. And without perception, what will the customers connect with? The next characteristic is credibility. Your brand symbols, signs, and sounds must portray capacity and capability, and it must deliver as portrayed. All brand abstract must be a reflection of reality, and not just a reality of abstract. The brand abstract must reflect tangibility. It must perform as expected and not just an abstract. Your word must match reality as defined in honesty, and the reality must also match your word, which is referred to as integrity. The third characteristic is consistency. Consistency. Your brand symbols and the signs and sounds that you have must be consistent in the perception of your markets. It must be again and again and again register in the mind and life of the market. Those symbols, those signs and sounds at every corner. Your market must see those things. Consistency is a question of frequency. Take a pause and answer this question. What is noodles in the mind of Nigerian children? What is cement to an average construction project in Nigeria? What is search engine in Nigerian IT? What is social media channel in Nigeria social platforms? You know the answers. And it's because you have seen and heard about these ones over and over and over again and again. Our next characteristic is constancy. Constancy. Yes, it is clear. Also, very credible brand symbols and signs and sounds, and consistently visible with your market. However, all this must be constant without variables. While consistency speaks about frequency, constancy is a question of form. Form that is void of situational elements, that is void of variables, that can confuse and create doubt in the marketplace. A brand symbol of specific color, green, with its color code is a question of clarity. Again and again and again in the mind of your market is a question of consistency. However, if you have another shade of green as an abstract in the brand symbol, and contrary to that specific color green with its color code, that particular symbol has failed the constancy test because the form has changed. The last characteristic is content. The brand symbols, signs, and sounds should be made of some contents. This list is definitely not exhaustive. And these contents are corporate logo, corporate slogan, Corporate documents, the colors of the organization, specifically with its color code, corporate websites, the corporate culture. How do you do what you do? It's part of your brand. Ethical standards. This corporate culture within the parameters of ethical standards is also part of your brand. Compliance. Compliance with regulatory bodies, with approving authorities is a brand. Unique, effective, and efficient systems and processes. Certifications from recognized institutions. Corporate social responsibilities. Your extension to your world. In conclusion, the well-integrated brand content must be clear, it must also be credible, and must be consistent. Consistently promoted in a constant form to create and sustain positive perception of the target market in the marketplace. Your practical assignment for this concluding part. 1. You need to determine your clear and credible brand contents. Clear and credible brand contents. And 2, how will you consistently apply the constant contents in the marketplace? You may wish to share your answers with me directly on bulukade@ideacapital.com.ng. Be branded. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel to get more at the instance of new production. Also, like, comment, and share with your loved ones these new narratives for startups, growth, and sustainability of the business lifecycle. Thank you, and see you next time on the Word Business Practice.